Let me ask you something, and I'm going to be gentle because I know you're tired. How much longer do you plan to perform being okay? I see you. I see the woman who smiles through exhaustion, who answers every text, who keeps the house afloat, meets every single deadline, and then collapses at night wondering why she still feels like she's behind. I see the woman who's praised for being so strong, but inside she's hanging on by a thread. I see the woman who doesn't remember the last time she felt joy. Not that fake it till you make it kind of joy, but the soul deep peace. This episode isn't here to tell you to push through, it's here to help you stop, to name what's driving that burnout, to untangle the invisible weight that you carry, to whisper the truth that your nervous system already knows, and that is you don't have to earn your worth. You don't have to perform to be loved, and you do not have to carry it all. Welcome to Mindset Medicine with Dr. Tanya Burfield, where science meets soul, burnout meets boundaries, and high-achieving women finally stop performing and start healing. I am a resilience and transformation expert, nervous system strategist, and recovering overfunctioner just like you. This podcast is your sanctuary for breaking cycles, rewriting stories, and reclaiming your energy, your peace, and your power. Each week, we blend neuroscience, somatic practices, and spiritual truth to help you unlearn the noise and remember who you really are. You're not broken. You're breaking free. And this is your medicine. Let's talk about this life script that you never agreed to, but still have been performing since childhood, maybe without even realizing it. It sounds something like, be nice, don't be upset anymore, keep the peace, maybe you should smile, be strong, but not too strong, do it all, and make it look effortless. If you are either a Gen X or a millennial woman, the script wasn't written by you. It was handed down like it is a family heirloom. It is wrapped in expectations, sealed with praise for being the good girl. And the sneaky part is that you got rewarded every time you silenced your own needs, that you molded yourself to be what other people wanted. That praise taught you to disconnect from your own truth, to stay accepted. You were told you were mature when you didn't cry, responsible when you took care of everyone else, valuable when you overachieved. But here's the wound. No one ever taught you how to be with yourself, only how to be useful to others. That's not love. That's conditioning. Here's your little neuroscience nugget. When your nervous system is conditioned to equate performance with safety, stillness can feel like danger. That's why rest feels guilt-inducing instead of restorative. That's why doing nothing makes you feel like you are lazy or maybe even like you're failing. You have been wired to equate burnout with belonging. Let's name the invisible load. Emotional labor is the unpaid, unacknowledged energy of managing not just tasks, but people's feelings. It's anticipating needs before they're spoken, smoothing conflict, absorbing stress, translating emotions. And the kicker? You're praised for it while it slowly kills you. It's why your jaw aches at night, why your gut is tight in the morning, why your shoulders are a battlefield, why you can't get that knot out of your neck. Does that sound familiar? Emotional labor lives in the body, and the cost of chronic emotional labor is disembodiment. You don't know what you want anymore. You can't hear your intuition. You question if your exhaustion is even valid. Emotional labor isn't just draining, it's erosive. It erodes your sense of self. Your needs go unnamed, And then your intuition that we were just talking about is just completely muted. Over time, you become fluent in everyone else's emotions, but foreign to your own. One of my clients told me at one point that she felt like a hologram. I look like I'm here, I say the right things, but I feel like I'm somewhere else entirely. That's a pretty it's a pretty relevant story. It's something I hear pretty often. She was not broken. She was burnt out from decades of disappearing herself in order to be what the world around her was demanding. Here's what I call the performance trap cycle. You perform to feel safe, to feel accepted, or maybe even praised. You receive validation, so your brain tags performance as a reward loop. You become terrified to stop performing. Your body begins to shut down from the strain. You feel shame for feeling tired. You double down and you perform even harder. This is not just psychological, it's biological. Here's your somatic science anchor. When your body lives in fight or flight long term, cortisol becomes your baseline. And that constant flood of cortisol, it doesn't just exhaust you, it rewires your sense of identity. You forgot what it feels like to be safe, being to be yourself, not the mom, not the fixer, not the mask, just you, yourself. Let's pause for just a minute. You've been listening with your brain. Now I want you to listen with your body. So sit up nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale even longer through your mouth. And again, inhale and exhale. Place both of your hands on the center of your belly. Feel the warmth. Feel the rise and the fall. And whisper to yourself, I don't have to prove anything right now. Just breathe. Ask yourself, what part of me is performing in this very moment? And then, what would it feel like to lay that performance down, even just for today? If that brought something up for you, I would recommend that you go back to last week's meditation and listen to that. I think it could be very helpful for you. And also, everything that I'm sharing with you today is part of a larger rebellion that I'm building, a movement that says enough to burnout, perfectionism, and emotional martyrdom. That movement lives inside my new book, which is called Radical Resilience, Mindset Medicine for High Achieving Women to Heal Burnout, Rewire Anxiety, and Reclaim Their Calm. This book is for you if you ever felt like your anxiety was your fault, your burnout was weakness, your worth depended on your productivity. This is not just a self-help book. It is a permission slip. It is a reclamation, and it is a map home to yourself. Inside, you will find science-backed tools to rewire your nervous system, stories of women who broke the cycle, spiritual and somatic practices to reclaim your truth. You will also find my signature 4-part healing method, the Mindset Medicine Method. And most importantly, you will find permission to stop finally performing and start becoming. This isn't just a book or a podcast. It's a rebellion against burnout culture. It launches in October, but in every episode between now and then, I will give you sneak peeks and soul deep takeaways. Here's the truth bomb that I really want you to carry with you this week. You are not your performance. You are not your output. You are not what others need to be. You are worthy, lovable, sacred, and whole, even when you rest. Radical resilience is not about muscling through. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Here's your mindset medicine reframe. Tell yourself, I give myself permission to be seen, held, and whole, not for what I do, but for who I am. All right, sister, this work is powerful stuff, and it does not have to be done alone. Here are 3 ways for you to take the next step. Pick up your free chakra reset kit. This will help you rebalance your energy, to drop the masks, and it starts with your root. You can find it at my website, www.drtanyab.com. And then the newest tool, the Anxiety Reset Toolkit, is only $27 and includes tools to calm your nervous system, rewire your patterns, and start your healing right now. Or if you are ready to dig in, or you just aren't sure even where to start, book an emotional ER coaching call where we will dive deep into your burnout cycle and give you a plan to break free. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share this episode with a sister who needs to hear it, because performance ends here. The healing starts with truth. Reach out if you need me. Until next time, I will see you soon. I love you.